we've got our coffee, and we've got a thrift haul. The little pullover I'm wearing is actually something I thrifted recently, but it just says Sunday Coffee Club, and I think it's so cute. I have a whole pile of stuff I've kind of like been saving or accumulating to do this thrift haul for. Some of this stuff I've gotten recently because there just have been random like rummage sales, pop-up sales that have been happening, but then some of it I've also gotten earlier in the season. In my last vlog, you saw me go to a couple of rummage sales. This weekend, they also had like a thrift sale at our university. There was another like pop-up thrift sale that I went to. So this stuff is kind of from that. It wasn't all accumulated at once, but kind of over time. I typically try to thrift or buy used clothes first because I feel like there's so much good clothes out there that there's no reason to go buy new. Either way, I feel like we got some good finds. So let's go through the pile and then we'll do a try on as well. The first item we have is this like silky dress. It ties at the top here at the neck, which usually I don't love. Honestly, I'll probably leave these little ties just because they are in good condition, but I don't always love things that tie like that. It has this little like a bubble sleeve on the side. In the print here, there is just the little cheetahs. I'm not sure if it's a cheetah or a leopard. I'm not sure how to tell the difference, but I feel like overall this dress is just really cute, and I feel like it will be perfect to throw on for work, throw on for any like summer vacation, and I feel like it's just such a good find. I think this is the only other dress I found recently. I am always on the hunt for more dresses because I feel like a lot of my dresses are black, and I'm trying to get more dresses that are fun and colorful that I can throw on just like in the middle of summer, and I don't feel like I'm wearing black all the time. I went through the biggest phase where I was like, black is an all year round color. Now I don't think that you can't wear black all year round, but now I feel like in the summer or spring I'm like wanting to wear more colors or something that isn't black. And when I was in North Carolina, I went through a really big gray phase. Now that I'm back in Montana, I am way out of my gray phase. I feel like I don't want to see gray at all in my closet. And so I'm leaning towards a little more color or things that I love. And one thing I am really loving in patterns is stripes. There is a lot of stripes in this haul, so if you're not a stripes lover, I'm so sorry, but I have been obsessed with stripes. This is a nice little dress. Obviously it has stripes. I love the little top part here that it has like the little lace and then the beading. I feel like beading like this always makes me think of like the 2000s or very vintage items. I also love the bottom of the dress because it has these little ruffles. I feel like this one is going to be so easy to throw on in the summer, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm obsessed with this one. Of course, we have another striped top. This one's just a basic long sleeve. One thing I was noticing in my closet is that I didn't have a lot of non-turtleneck items, but also just spring tops to throw on that aren't dressed up. I had a lot of things that were very summery, maybe like a tank top, something that was definitely for the middle of the summer, but I didn't have very many things that were like long sleeved and colorful that could be worn in spring where it's not too warm yet, but it's still not cold anymore. So I feel like tops like this are perfect to wear in the spring, and then if it's like a little chilly in the summer, you could also throw this over something. One thing I love about this one is the little like button up here. I feel like it makes it really unique and adds just something extra to the top. Along the same theme as the last top, we have another just like basic long sleeve top. I feel like this one is really cute just because of the pattern in it. I don't tend to go for a pattern like this, but I feel like this will look really cute with a pair of jeans. And because it's a very basic style, I feel like this will be perfect to throw on for work or just like casually going out to go get groceries. So I feel like this is a perfect one. Next up, we have this baby blue pullover top. I feel like this is something I would throw on over a workout outfit or something. One thing I was noticing is I have a lot of like thick sweaters, something like this that's like a little heavier, but I don't have a lot of things like this that are super light, easy to throw on, especially when you're going on maybe like a summer hike, a summer walk, something like that. I thought this one was perfect because I love the little blue color of it, and I think it will look so cute with so many things. Complete opposite of our last item, which is supposed to be lighter for summer. I recently found this fleece. I just feel like the stripes and the colors of it are just so cute. I just couldn't pass up on this. And even though it's a fleece, I actually think I will wear it in summer. We're going on a trip to Utah in August, and I think it'll still be like cooling down at night that I could like wear this in the morning or the evening. And I just feel like the colors on it are so good. I would have been so sad if I passed this up. I feel like this is a perfect little find. And if I don't wear it in the summer, I'm definitely going to be wearing it in the fall because I feel like with the oranges and the blues, this will be perfect for fall. The next item is these little like board shorts. I honestly genuinely think that these were for boys. I actually got these yesterday at this little like thrift pop-up that I went to at the university. The Office of Sustainability and Off-Campus Residence Life put together this like thrift pop-up. It was like their first annual for the university. It essentially allowed for the community and students who are moving out to drop off anything that they aren't going to be using or that they want to donate to just reduce waste when students move out of their dorms. And so I definitely found these on the boys' table. I was at the table that these were on because I saw a pair of swim shorts that I thought Mitchell would like. He didn't end up liking them, but I saw these. I thought because they were longer, they would look like cute as a like longer swim short to throw on maybe if I was like paddleboarding or maybe kayaking. We like to go up to the lake a lot, so I also thought this would be perfect to throw on like when you're getting off the boat, or if you want to like go run and grab something, you can throw these on. When I got them home, I definitely was like, I think these were like a shorter swim short for a boy, but I will be using them because I love stripes, obviously, and I think that these will actually be perfect to throw on when I'm like getting on and off the boat or just like doing summer activities or anything by the waters. But I really do think that these were quite the score since they were probably a boy short. I promise that this is the last striped item. I'm really like laughing about how many striped items I have in this haul. The last little striped item we have here is this little basic tee. I just feel like I loved the little like yellow, and I don't know if that's like a tan in it. You can't go wrong with a little basic tee to throw on with some shorts, so I feel like this one's perfect because I just love a yellow. Well, actually, I don't know if I love yellow. I'm trying to get into yellow more often, but I'm trying to test it out with things like this. But I think this one will be really cute just to throw on with a pair of shorts. So I think this was a perfect little basic tee find. I feel like this one is gonna be really hard to show, but it's this like long maxi skirt polka dot vision. This one is just so cute, very simple. I feel like it could be paired with a lot of different things. I've already worn this one to work with like a little basic black tee, but I also feel like this one would pair really nicely with a black tank. And because it's a long maxi skirt, I feel like it could be paired with like heels, but you could also pair it with like flip-flops. So I think this one's a really good one to have, and I'm not like in or out on polka dots. If I find something I like with polka dots, which there are a couple of other polka dot things in this haul. Speaking of polka dots, the next item we have is actually another polka dot item. This one I actually found in like a $1 bin, but I thought it would just be really cute for work or to throw on with like a little white skirt. I have a little white maxi skirt that I feel like this would pair so cute with in the summer. And then I could just throw on a jacket to go to work. Or if I'm not going to work, I could just wear it with just the tank and just the little maxi skirt. I thought this little navy polka dot one would be perfect, and it branches out a little and gives me a little pattern instead of something that's just plain. When I saw this dress, I was actually like stunned. I do have 2 summer weddings coming up, and I feel like this one would look so good at one of them or both of them, depending on like the dress codes. I was like really strict about the colors I wanted at my wedding, so I always try to check and see if anybody has a dress code or if this will fit the dress code that they have. The next item we have is this brown polka dot dress. It has these itty bitty little straps. It almost has like this very structured bodice to it, and then it has the zipper in the back. I just love the pattern of it and the ruching that it like has on the top here, and I feel like this will look so cute at a wedding. I also am picturing this in like Italy in the summer. I feel like that would also look really cute. So I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. I could wear it on vacation. I could wear it to weddings I have this summer. I seem to always have a wedding summer, so, summer and wedding. I always have a summer and wedding a wedding in the summer to attend. Oh my goodness. So I feel like this one will get good use, and honestly, if someone gets married in the fall, this would also look really cute. I'm actually really glad I got this. I got this in yesterday's thrift sale, and there were so many people there, so I was just grabbing things and hoping they worked, and I can't believe it actually fit because sometimes dresses like that tend to be too big on me, and then I get sad. We're heading into the last few items. I wouldn't say all of these are really spring/summery, but I feel like these are just kind of like honorable mentions. You could definitely wear this one in spring/summer. I'm definitely planning on wearing it in spring/summer. I feel like this one would be perfect to throw on in the early mornings on the boat because it just gets so windy, and so then it gets colder than it would be if you were like just sitting still on the boat. And so I feel like this one will be perfect, and I just love this one so much. I think this is the perfect little sweater. This one is really gonna be a hear me out because it's just hard to hold up and make it look good because it is kind of just, there's a lot of material going on here. As you can see by the sleeves, they kind of have this puff and then they fold at the little cuff here. There is a tie that cinches the sweater up, so I feel like you will see the true vision of this little sweater here, but I feel like this is a really good find for spring. But I also think this is gonna look so good around Christmas time, where like red is very festive and fun, and I feel like this will be a perfect one to wear in the winter. I've been on the hunt for a shoe like this. I feel like I saw the Adidas Sambas, and I love Adidas, but they tend to be a little too big for my feet or too narrow for my feet. I tend to need a wider shoe, and I feel like the Sambas look so narrow. So I was always so scared to get the Sambas because I feel like they were not gonna fit my feet right. Instead of the Sambas, I've been on the hunt for a flat shoe, and I can't believe I found these ones. I feel like they were like buried under the table. They're a very simple design, but I feel like that's what I love about them, is that they're just plain and simple and they can be worn with everything. When I looked these up yesterday, they were like $220 brand new. So whoever donated these to the thrift sale yesterday, thank you. I don't know if this was like from the community or like maybe a student bought these and then just wanted to give them away, but I'm glad they did because now I have them. The last item we have was my own personal hear me out yesterday because I was debating so badly if I should get this jacket or not, which Mitch saw this jacket sitting out in the hallway and he was like, what is this doing out here? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it in my little thrift haul. And he said he liked the jacket, so confirmed that I should have gotten this jacket. The reason I was debating the jacket so bad is because in my last vlog, you would have seen I got a different jacket. And I'm trying not to shop for jackets. I feel like they are my like no buy. The last little item we have here is this gorgeous jacket. Something about the navy on the top and then the baby blue on the bottom just like screams perfection to me. I'm obsessed with it. It is quite long, but this bottom part folds up perfectly and it's perfectly cinched at the bottom, so it just sits so nicely on. I think this is going to be so cute in the winter, and I'm so glad I got it. I feel like this would have been one of those items that I would have left and been like, I should have gotten this. I thought we could start with the brown dress. The vision was really there yesterday because I was wearing this like black high neck top, and so I couldn't really see how the straps looked, but I feel like they turned out really cute. Here's the little navy polka dot top. This is kind of exactly how I was picturing it with this white maxi skirt. This white maxi skirt does have pockets, which I feel like I always forget about, but I feel like this is so cute. We have a friend. We have a visitor. Do you like my outfit, Colt? I'm gonna take that as a yes. I love that the top is so long because if I wanted to wear the skirt more like low-waisted, then I could just pull the top down more. If I also wanted to, I could tuck the top in, which I feel like just makes this top very versatile. And I feel like it just will look really cute in the summer, and I feel like this is perfect. I wanted to try the skirt on with this like button-up like white vest. I've been trying to figure out how to wear this, so I feel like this actually turned out really cute. I don't know if this is exactly what I would wear with this maxi skirt all the time, but I do think it does make the skirt look really good. As you can see, the waist lays really nicely, and I feel like it just looks really good on. I do think this is just such a cute skirt and will be perfect for summer, even if I don't wear it with this vest exactly. I do think that this will still look really good with a black or white tank. I think this is just a fun way to see it styled a little different than maybe more of an average way that I would wear it. I'm gonna rapid fire through the next couple of tops because I feel like they're all gonna look good with a pair of shorts. I love how the little t-shirt just folds up so nicely. I don't know if I'm like exactly loving it with these exact shorts. It's giving a little camp, if you will, like camp leaders. I might change up the shorts when I eventually wear this, but I do feel like this is a good example of how easy it is to throw on a t-shirt in the summer with a pair of shorts. Now this is what I would picture together with these shorts, is this sweater. I can't get over how cute this sweater is. The little anchor just adds the perfect little detail for me, and I feel like it does look really good with these shorts, especially with like a little pair of flip-flops. I feel like this would be the perfect little summer outfit. I feel like this would still look cute with the striped shorts we got. Wait, let's go try that. This looks like the perfect little boat outfit to me. This would be the perfect little outfit to throw on in the morning when we're gonna go on a like boat day. The thing I like about the shorts too is because they're swim trunk material, they're gonna dry super fast if you throw them on over a swimsuit or if you're like wet of any kind. So I feel like this outfit is so cute, and I may need to pack this for the first trip to the lake. Again, I feel like this is perfect for these shorts. It's something that you can just easily throw on with it. This is like the perfect kind of springy summer item that I think of. I truly can't get over the colorway in this. I just think it's so perfect. Like this is just so cute. There's not much else to say other than I love it. And the nice thing is I feel like it's not itchy at all. I feel like sometimes when you find fleeces secondhand, they are not always the comfiest, but this one is definitely super comfy. I'd only tried this one on with jeans so far, and honestly I think it looks so good with shorts. The blues of the denim might clash. I actually kind of like it with the khaki shorts so that you don't have like a denim blue on the bottom and then the blue of the shirt like kind of clashing. It's just such a cute pattern and such a cute top to have, especially for the springtime. I just love when you throw on a top and it just feels so comfy, it feels so cozy, it feels like bright and happy, and I feel like this top is exactly that. The little button up here is just such a cute detail. It just looks so good with these shorts. That's the nice thing about these like little tops. They're easy to throw on with shorts or jeans. I love dressing up, but one thing I love more than anything is comfort in an outfit, so I feel like this will be perfect for the spring and summer to be comfy and cozy, but also just feel bright and happy. I'm really hoping this is actually giving the vision I had for this sweater. I feel like this is how I would style it a little more for springtime versus for winter. I think if I was doing winter, I'd probably do maybe like more dressy of a skirt, or maybe possibly like I have these velvet black pants that I feel like would look really good with this. To style it today, I styled it with this like white tank and then these like green pants. I feel like the green pants being a little more wide also fits the sweater being a little more wide and a little more long. Here's the details of the sweater up close. So obviously these sleeves are just very puffy, very bell-bottomy if you will, but then it does still have the cinches at the wrists. Because there is still so much extra material, I feel like you could probably like wrap it around and maybe tie it in the back or tie it in the side if you wanted. I feel like this sweater really has so many possibilities, so it's such a good find. The vision for this top was definitely more of a workout outfit, but I feel like it does still look really good even with these little green pants. If I tucked it in, I feel like it would just lay super nice on top of the pants, and I feel like I could wear this to work, I could wear this anywhere, and I'd still be comfy. Plus the light material of this just makes this a really good find, and I'm obsessed with the color of it. I know this is looking very oversized, but hear me out. Give me a second. I just love it so much. I feel like it looks so cute on. The sleeves being a little longer are perfect because then they can fit over gloves if I need them in the winter, but also the color on this jacket is just so cute. I'm obsessed with the navy on top and then the baby blue on bottom. I feel like this looks so good. Should we give a runway? A runway of the jacket. I don't know. I love a good jacket. This one is just such a fun color. I'm really glad I didn't pass it up yesterday. Love when a dress just spins when you spin, like just flows with you. I love the flowiness of the dress, and then the little sleeves. They do have a little cinch in the sleeve, but I love how they puff over, and I just feel like this is such a cute summer/spring dress to have. I don't know what about this dress just makes me feel so like fun, so flirty, so feminine, perfect for spring and summer. I'm just obsessed with this one. I think because it's so simple and easy to throw on, it's just like checking everything off the list for something I would want in spring or summer. The little details on the top here are just perfection. I do think it needs like a little iron to keep this one side up. I feel like this is the perfect little dress. Let's do a little spin. Don't think it was that flowy, but I feel like because of the material, I didn't expect it to be. Either way, this is the perfect little summer dress. That is the thrift haul and try on. I didn't try on the shoes, but I do have a couple of photos of me in the shoes and how I styled them, so I'll insert them here. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.